Good friends, it's Gord, your hurtin' hippie, with the porch pondering on my porch. And it's early in the morning. But you know what? What a weird day. Yeah, I got a bit of a headache because of this weather change. It did not cool down last night. It didn't cool down. In fact, it warmed up. When I went to bed, it was +9 or +10. When I woke up at 7:30, I think, it was +12. It's now +11. Now it's going to climb a bit to 13 or 14 and then drop in the afternoon. Really weird. The afternoon should be the coldest time of the day, around 4 or 5 o'clock. It's supposed to get down to about 0. It's going to be an odd day, and it's going to play havoc on my head. Any major temperature change, and I'm in trouble. Anyways, my friends, I'm in a good mood. I've had a good weekend. I got over my tummy issues of Friday night. Yeah, I agree with most of you. It must have been some kind of food poisoning. But I can't think of what I ate that nobody else ate. My 2 sons were with me. Neither of them got sick. So maybe it was the accumulation of I have had major bowel problems for days and days and days. And I think maybe that was the culmination of that. Hard to say. But slept through the night last night. And now, this one is brought to you by one of you. This is brought to you by Thisishaggard. Thisishaggard. I like your nickname. I'd like to know where it came from. And that's my question to you. But your questions to me were very right along a theme. But you had 4 points you wanted me to talk about, so I wrote them down. And the first one being, what is the alternatives to smoking bud and having BHO, shatter, wax, whatever, butane, hash oil? What are the alternatives for medicating besides just having smoke and some shatter? Well, let me attack that, because you know what? I moved away from bud, green bud, although lately in the past week and a half I've been smoking a little more of the green, just because my back's been bad and making rosin has hurt. What I mostly do is rosin. Go to my playlists and search rosin. There's 6 or 7 or 8 different tutorials on how to make your own rosin. I got better and better at it, and I do have a more recent one where I show my current method. Rosin is a wonderful way to medicate because you still get some of the terps. You get a higher THC than the BHO, but there is no solvent. There is no butane. Yes, the BHO that all of us make in this industry is clean. In fact, I saw studies in Washington where they actually increased the allowable amount of butane. The allowable amount of butane in food products, because a lot of food products heat is used, and there's always a remnant because of the marijuana industry having such very, very low, minute amounts. Our extraction methods are better than food extraction methods, but there's still butane. If it's HHO, there's still some hexane. It does limonene. There's still some limonene. Whatever you use to extract, some of it will stay behind. But if you use heat to extract, which is rosin, there is nothing being inserted, so there is nothing to pull out. It's cleaner. I also find the high slightly different. Just like when you vape green instead of burn green, vaping an oil that was extracted cleanly is cleaner. It's a cleaner high. It's a better medication. Rosin is not the only thing, and I'll get into the rest as we move on to your other questions. Wow, we're already 5 minutes in. Is distillate the CO2 distillate, the MMJ, THC, or any distillate, worth it? I have to say it is. At first, I thought it was just fun because it is pure THC in the THC form. It is 98.6% pure THC extraction. It is clean, but you're missing whole plant. You will not have THCA, you will not have Delta 9 THC, you will not have CBN, CBG, CBD. You will only have THC. THC is a good pain relief. Without everything else, I found the distillate I thought, pure THC, all you're doing is just getting super high. And yeah, you are. But there are times when your pain is so much that that's what is needed to get ahead of the pain. And then you can medicate normally again. The distillate's worth it. I almost always have some. And I sometimes mix it with a bit of other shatter or put a little bit in my pen, that kind of thing. When I need a boost, when I feel a headache coming on, stuff like that. It's expensive. But mine, I buy one syringe of it, 1 mil of it, and it seems to last me at least 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So, I take it slow. Is it worth it? Sure. It's already carboxylated because it's THC, not THCA. So you can put it under your tongue and feel it right away. You can put it in your coffee. You could dab it. You can do anything you want with it, but you're missing whole plant medication, and I truly fight for you need all those other things that are part of the plant. So it's a good hold by. And then you asked about high potency edibles. That's the other alternative to BHO and the flower is the edibles. And high potency edibles, this is my thoughts on edibles. I don't often buy like the apple pies or the cookies or caramel pieces or chocolates. Reason being is no matter how good you are at mixing things, THC oil separates. And no matter how good you are, sometimes one caramel piece will be stronger than another caramel piece. What I like for high potency edibles is I take a capsule. I started at 50 milligram because I have a high tolerance. I'm now at 100 milligram. I won't go any higher. They're $5 for a pill, but if you buy 50, they're $4 a pill. And you think about that, an edible is anywhere from $5 to $10. An edible is anywhere from 30 to 80 milligrams. But you buy a 100 milligram pill, you've got 100 milligrams. You know what you've got. You can freeze it and break it into half, cut it into half, and have 50 at a time, or you can do it all at once. I take it at night. It really, really helps nighttime pain. I very seldom feel the high coming on 2 hours later because I've gotten so used to it. But if I don't have it, I don't sleep well. So high potency edibles, I feel if you're going into that, you need to go into more the Rick Simpson syringe type thing or the capsules, because then you're more accurate at your dose. Taking a 5 or 6 caramel pieces could either just disappoint you or give you a green out session that you weren't looking forward to. And the last thing you wanted to ask me about was, can I talk about CBD and what are the alternatives? A friend of yours was asking. CBD is something I've only been knowing about and learning about and using for a year. I find it absolutely incredible. Again, full plant medication. CBD alone? No. My son had a friend who wanted to get, because she has fibromyalgia, heard how well CBD works for inflammation and for depression and anxiety and things like that. So she wanted to get her license, and he helped her get her license. But they worked on it, and hang on a sec. My neighbor was leaving. And now where was I? CBD. Oh yeah, he worked on it. He got her license, but we got to talk, and I mentioned how without THC, CBD works well. With THC, CBD does its own job better and helps THC perform better. And with THC, you're getting rid of some of the pain that the CBD can't work on. That said, we have lots of CBD products at MMJ. We have everything from CBD capsules that I take a couple a day. We have CBD oils, edible oils like Rick Simpson oil, and we have it in many forms. Pure CBD 1-to-1, which I more recommend because then you get the THC component. 2-to-1, 3-to-1. We've got quite a few different ratios. We've got CBD tinctures, which are wonderful for local pain relief and the tingling of the muscles and the pins and needles. It's just amazing. In fact, go to mmjthc.ca and just type CBD in the search panel and start looking at the products we have. It's amazing. We have over 500 products, so I can't name every CBD product. We don't have 500 CBD. We have over 500 total of everything. I don't think that includes food, clothing. Anyways, we're 11 minutes. That's the longest pondering I've done, I think, ever. So this is Haggard. This was for you. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. We'll be seeing you later today with Hippie News Network.